Yeah, I think for me the biggest surprise has been underdogs. Yeah, I actually think there are no underdogs anymore. The way football is right now, I think any side actually has a chance against any side. Name it. I mean, Aston Villa beat Bayern Munich, Las Palmas beat Barca, Bournemouth beat Arsenal, they beat Manchester City, Ipswich beat Tottenham. The list goes on and on. Lille beat Real Madrid as well. Every big, so-called big club has been demystified this season. So, and the fact that you are seeing closer scorelines with the so-called big sides, I think a new market to start trying is the underdogs to score at least a goal.
Yes, for match predictions, this season has been tricky, especially for the big teams. Unlike then, you can just go for the straight wins where you have the super odds. But now it's very difficult because no game is predictable. Who would imagine that Manchester City would lose 7 games, would not win 7 games in a row, and then see how Real Madrid is struggling in the Champions League? It's so impossible to predict. So I feel that market, the straight win market, has been very difficult this season to predict for teams. And apart from that, it's the corners market. It's been terrible. Unlike then, last season you can have 5 picks and just go for corner straight. But now, even with those 5 picks, it's not worth it. And when you pick them, the odds too are not as good as the previous season. So I think the corners market has been very bad. And then those straight wins, the super odds, have not been as predictable like the previous season.
Absolutely. And I'll just give a quick example. If you compare like betting from, let's say, 3 years ago to now, it was quite more straightforward then because we expect some certain teams to win, Man City, PSG. There was literally no like back and forth. But now the odds are getting even bigger. We are seeing 1.80 for Juventus to beat Lis. And I don't know what the bookmakers know, but somehow when they give big odds, it never plays out correctly. So I think we're actually going to start seeing changes. Don't expect to see lesser odds now. It's going to be more tricky to get your accurate predictions.
Yes, I expect it to change, especially as the season is moving on. We are winding down to that business end where teams will start going on that winning stretch. We're already seeing it where some teams cannot contain or maybe sustain their success. We're talking about likes of Barcelona, who have dropped, having 6 points cleared, now just 1 point above Real Madrid. So it tells you how it's going to change, and teams are picking form. I feel City would not be as poor as they are, so you can now start looking at those things that work with them. So as the season is changing, definitely. And then one market that would also work, I feel the win or over 2.5. This one has been working. Even when you use it for big teams like that, likes of Barca, whether they win or lose, you only notice most times the over 2.5 would work. So even when they drew that game against Real Sociedad, they lost, and or against Celta Vigo, yes, they drew 2-2. The over 2.5 still works. So if you had said Barca win or over 2.5, it would have still worked out for you.
This one is not really wild now. Arsenal to win the league. Liverpool are 9 points clear or whatever they are. That's fine. That's fine.
Going into January, what do you think the league will look like Arsenal, by January 1st?
Arsenal are going to be less than 3 points off top place. Arsenal are going to be less than 3 points off top place. I mean, I think Liverpool are doing a good job keeping the first position warm for Arsenal, the real owners. And I personally think Manchester City will not make top 3.
By January?
Yeah.
Okay. What about other leagues?
For other leagues, I think Atletico are going to go ahead of Barca. I don't see how it's not going to happen. Atletico will definitely go ahead of Barca, and I can see Napoli just going all the way this season in the Serie A. Those are the leagues that I care about. Any other league, I'm not interested.
Across all leagues, I'll start with La Liga. Real Madrid will be top of the La Liga. I think Barca will keep dropping points. They won't have that fine run. So Real Madrid will be top of La Liga. For the Premier League, Manchester United will finish this year 5th position. I think they'll go on a good run. Amorim will take them to 5th at the end of December. For Arsenal, I feel Chelsea will top Arsenal. Maybe goal difference or what, but at the end of the year, Chelsea will either be second or third. Second or third. If Chelsea is second, Arsenal will be third. I just think it's going to happen that way.